Jesus is the answer for the world today.
Hello family, Pastor Laulu from Christian Pentecostal Church here, and today I want to continue our series, our topic on the holiness of God and the differentiator or the distinction between man and God, and what significance or what makes God holy, what makes him set apart, what makes him different, what makes him beyond our comprehension or beyond our reach, in terms of can we be God? You know what I mean? That's what I mean by reach. Not that he's not near to us, okay? But he's not near to us. He transcends us in that sense. Okay, so today we talked prior about Genesis chapter 1. And I'm actually going to be remaining Genesis chapter 1 again today. But today let's look at, I'm going to start from verse 1. Genesis 1:1, right? It says, "In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was void, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters." Verse 3, "And God said, 'Let there be light,' and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day." I bet you if I ask Christian adults, or if I ask Christian children, hey, on day one, what did God create when he said, "Let there be light"? The response would be, he made the sun. It's like, okay, I can understand why we believe that it's the sun that God made when he said, "Let there be light," because that is our point of reference for light, the sun. But then if you jump down to verse 14, and God said, this is day 4, right? It's saying, God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the night from the day. And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years." Okay, signs, seasons, days, and years. Okay, so we know stars, right? "And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens to give light upon the earth." And it was so. And God made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and look over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the 4th day. Okay, so wait a minute. On day 1, God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And that light divided light from darkness, right? Then on day 4, he created lights again. But on day 4, we see that the stars were created, and the greater light than the day was created would have to be the sun, and the lesser light to rule the night would have to be the moon. So then, if God created the sun and the moon on day 4, what was that light that was created on day 1? Now, I have my, theories, and there's, they're definitely biblical expositions on this in reference to even look at John chapter 1. But I don't want to go there today. I just want to ask this question. Our point of reference for the light that was created was the sun, because our frame of thinking is solely on the fact that light comes from the sun. We can't conceptualize generally that light comes from anything else. I know in the modern age, if you light a candle, if you turn on a switch, electricity, but when you think of light and the brightest of light, day is caused by the sun. But if this wasn't the sun that was created here, what I'm trying to get at is essentially that we cannot, instantly, our first thought is limited by what we know. by what we have seen and nothing more, nothing less. There in itself also lies the difference between God and man. The holiness of God says he came, there was darkness, he said, let there be light. He called the things that were not as though they were, and he called them into existence, into being, and they became. We look at things and our frame of reference comes from all that God has created. Sometimes I have conversations with people talking about the idea of there's nothing new under the sun. When we look at a car, it's shaped like an animal. When we look at a plane, it's shaped like a bird. We're only going by the things that God has created, essentially, and we take those dynamics and that framework and apply it to recreate something else. God is holy. He is the ultimate creator and the ultimate creative. He is the one who can say, hey, this thing is, period. Not because I saw something else. Not because I thought of anything else based on what I'd seen before, but strictly because out of the abundance of his manifest glory, out of the depths of his amazing power, he can speak things into existence, and he can think things and they become. That is God. That is his holiness. And the thing is, when we want to talk about God versus man, that was the series we were doing earlier. We don't compare. We pale in comparison. But to think that the magnitude of God, that the greatness of this amazing God still chose to stoop himself for the sake of you and me, that we might spend eternity with him. It leaves one speechless. So God bless you. And let's begin to think. God is different. God is holy. We can never compare. And in the fact that we can't compare, let us begin to appreciate him more just for his amazingness. God bless you. Until next time.